Hi everyone, Fox 61's Gabby Molina. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds for a couple more people to join, but we're right outside of Bradley Airport where a small plane had to make an emergency landing. But right off the top here is some good news that there are no injuries reported. So I want to give you a look at what the scene looks like right now. So we're pretty far away from it right now, but you can see the emergency response there. There's a couple of fire trucks. We saw an ambulance pull in, and it's really hard to tell on the phone, but you can kind of see the small plane in the distance there. It's white, and it's pretty small in between all of those emergency vehicles. So here's what we know so far. We know that the plane, again, it's landed safely. No injuries reported at this point. State police are on scene. Windsor Locks Fire Department confirming that information. And it was a Piper aircraft. Now, again, we do know that there was an ambulance sent here. We saw it pull in. It looked like it was an East Windsor ambulance, but there was no initial injuries reported. So again, the good news here, no injuries reported in this initial information that we have here. There are still several emergency vehicles on scene, though. So I can't zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit more. Okay. Right in the middle there, you can kind of see the plane from a distance. It's a small white plane, a Piper aircraft, according to officials. And then quite a few fire trucks as well. This is all happening just in the past half hour or so. We just got here a few minutes ago and the plane was down safely, landed safely by the time that we got here. And again, for anyone just joining us right now, we know a small plane just landed at Bradley Airport. It is down safely. No injuries reported initially. An ambulance was called to the scene. We saw it right when we pulled up. We saw that ambulance making its way onto the runway. And you can see that still out here, there are several fire trucks and ambulances. So the plane was reportedly coming in, landing with no gear, and it was going to make a belly landing. But it is down safely at this point. We can see it. I can't see too much detail on the plane, but we were told by officials that it's a Piper aircraft, and from what I can see right now, it's a small white airplane that's kind of in the middle of all those emergency vehicles. Looks like at least 4 fire trucks. We saw at least 1 ambulance, and we've seen a couple of state police cars as well. And all of this kind of unfolding over the past half hour or so. So I can't see too much activity from how far away we are right now. But all of those fire trucks and state police cars do have their lights on. The ambulance did come in with its sirens on and its lights flashing as well. That was about 10 minutes ago. And I don't think we've seen it leave. And for anyone just tuning in, no injuries reported initially. So that's a bit of good news, and the plane made it down safely. can see quite a few fire trucks on scene. It looks like a couple more vehicles are kind of pulling up to that aircraft. One of them just kind of blocked the view. It was hard to tell where exactly that that plane was, but right where that white truck just went by behind it, that's the plane. This is happening at Bradley Airport. I can't, I don't know if you can see it.
No, not too far.
It's too far away.
Oh, you can't see it anyways. They got something in the way. I tried to get it on the other side. It was like N something PC. That's a, I don't know what that is. That's not a Cessna. It's probably a Piper, maybe.
I think they told us it was a Piper.
Yeah,
Piper
Piper
aircraft.
Piper.
Look at that, huh? Jeez. I've seen 3 of those out here.
Yeah.
3 come in like that.
Belly landings?
You guys, those guys?
Yeah, we're on Facebook Live. Have you seen a belly landing before?
3.
Can we ask you what is that like? What does that look like when it's a belly landing?
What's it look like?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, a belly landing means there's no lead gear and they've got to bring it in and they got to slide it along the runway. The ones I saw, the guy was really good and he just brought it down slow and put it on the grass, slid to a stop, opened the door and got out.
Wow. So yeah, fortunately no injuries he reported here as well. So
I didn't know Facebook had their own station.
Yeah.
we're with Fox 61. We're just doing a Facebook Live to give people a look at
Really?
the scene.
Which station do you work on? Oh, 61.
Yep.
I used to know a guy working here, Nico. I forgot his last name.
All right, so another update for anyone just joining us. There are some emergency vehicles here after an emergency landing at Bradley Airport. It's a small Piper aircraft. No injuries reported. And state police are on scene. Fire department's on scene. And also a ambulance was called to the scene.
They moved into our old offices up there. That's where they went into. Oh, wow. The Arnold Chase.
It's pretty hard to get a good look at the plane from where we're standing. We're pretty far away, but this is all happening on the runway at Bradley International Airport. And there's still a pretty large presence of emergency vehicles here. A couple of more trucks just pulled up a couple of minutes ago. Looks like they're from the airport. Hi. Yes, this is Gabby reporting. Since a couple more people are joining, an update is that no one was injured, no injuries were reported at this point. And it was a Piper aircraft that had to make an emergency landing. It was coming in with no gear, down safely. There were ambulances sent here. We did see an East Windsor ambulance pull in about 15 minutes ago, probably, with its lights on. And state police are on scene. They have they're right here at the airport, so they're also on scene. All right, we have reached out to the FAA, we've reached out to Bradley, and we're trying to get some more information about what exactly happened here. But again, the good news, no injuries reported. An ambulance was sent to the scene, so we're going to stay on top of this and bring you any updates as soon as we learn more. You can get those on the Fox 61 app, and we'll be giving you some more information on the news at 4 and 5 as well.